See how this thing looks, see if it's giving us a fit tonight.
Did your, I guess your fan plumb quit?
I unplugged it.
Oh.
It's blowing too cold there a while ago.
Well, I guess looks like it's plugged in.
I unplugged it from the wall. Just blows. I need to get a slower fan. That'll put some different pulleys on it or something.
Slow it down.
Yeah. Well, it's clear. I unplugged that router a while ago and plugged it back up and went. Probably loud as all get out on that camera. See if I hear me saying something. Yeah. Yeah. Don't you love it when you change the flips inside out? Get the angles. I got part of it. Try to roll it out. There it is. Now, you make sure it's going backwards. I ain't saying what we did a while ago. But I can tell you it wasn't right. think I had never worked on a chainsaw. This is as if I've never worked on one in my life. I need a file. We'll try it. Y'all go with me. See if this thing will cut. Might not. Chain's dull. Dull as a doorknob. You get the gas in it. It looks right. Bound up. That looks cut now. Got a little oil on it. That there might be too long to go. Cut that off just a bit. Like that. Can't hold it. Flipping and a flopping. It'll take 3 days to cut this piece of wood here. Dull as this chain is. It was cut like it gets set still. Every time it tries to grab, it moves. It starts cutting. But it wants to flip, flop, twist, turn. There's my line. It wants to roll with me. I can't do nothing with it. Well, it's,
It's just trying to cut too hard.
I know, I mean, but every time it starts cutting, it pulls, and that's the only grabber it's got, but I can't put any pressure on it. When it starts cutting any at all, the piece of wood twists on me. I can't hold it. Just can't, Too much wood. It's just trying to curve through that thing. Yeah, it's just not cutting straight. They find a chainsaw file. That ain't working. That ain't working at all. We turn my gas off,
Kill it.
turn my kill switch. That chain's loosened up. I just don't know if I've got a chainsaw file that small. Find it. Work on that. Where the file is at? That deal was up. Not gonna work. It's too big. I'm gonna run her in there anyway. Too big. Way too big. Yep. Got a file, but it's way too big. I'll have to get a smaller file or a new chain. Maybe one of both. Yeah, that ain't gonna work. That's for my big saw. Won't work on that little chain. It is way too big. Comments on over here. Hey, we got comments going on here. Where's your comments? Them? Only one. Yeah. I'm gonna turn it on now. I seen somebody said something about putting it in the vise, but gotta vise it, yep. Yep, we got it put in, but we don't have the right file to file that chain. It's just not gonna work. And Harbor Freight already closed. Or we closed here in 10, 15 minutes. So we won't worry about that. So this I go over here and weld on this radiator support bracket. One-eyed cat. How you doing, man? Been good to see you in here. We've been working on chainsaws. We've been working on race cars. We've been working on everything. This is a electric chainsaw. I don't have my cover on because I've been working on it. I had to fix the oiler, as you can see. Yeah, it's leaking. So, oiler wouldn't even work a while ago. Now it's working too good. But, gotta file this chain. The chain is dull as a doorknob. Dollar Tree green, I like it. Yeah. Yep. Let's see. Let me set y'all up. I'm gonna do a little welding right here real quick. I got everything set up. I just gotta get a hood. What was it?
Saying, unable to connect the chat, please try again later.
Oh, what's wrong just a minute ago? Might not be able to pick them up. It's on. That's all right, I guess. But don't want to listen to the chat. Let's see if we can weld some of this. Look like a beginner welded it. Ain't this the way it's supposed to be? Looks like an amateur. Since we're all amateurs. See how easy that works? Just roll that out of the way. Here, finish this well. Right. All there is to it. I ain't well on top of that other. Got to go in the room with the radiator. Okay? Yeah. Back up here. Well, that jumper to the dadgum bar. Felt like putting the chain on back. Wouldn't know it. What the world?
What did you do?
I welded it to the dadgum washer. Some good eyes I got. And I can't hold it. But try to bend it and break it loose. But I'll get it. Don't worry. Look at that. Look at that. That's what I was trying to do. That just needs welded tight. That's good. Just draw it. See? Now then. See? I can't get it out of my mouth. Radiator, this mouth. A lot of people says that will never hold a radiator, but it will. It'll hold. Yeah, none to throw a wrench at. Yep, got that right. I'm being funny. Oh, I know. Cross-threaded makes the best Loctite. I tell you what else makes the best Loctite is tightening them bolts until they start breaking, start just before they start getting loose again. Then you know you got them torqued right. But what we'll do here, it looks a little odd. You'd think, why would you do something like that? That goes in that saddle right there, both of them. You notice we've got little tabs right here, both sides. This is an old late model trick. You put a tab down here And tab right there, maybe even weld a washer or something on it. We've got some down there where it was when we took it to the first inaugural No Name Nationals, but we may cut them off and move them up here. But they've got to hook a clutch spring in them. Anybody remember the old Chevrolet truck clutch springs? That's what goes in there. And it will hold it. That radiator will not bounce out of that hole unless you get hit good and hard.
Anybody out there tried to take one of them clutch springs and just pull it out there and hold it like that?
Yeah, just take both hands and just straight arm pull that clutch spring. See what happens. See if you can just stretch it. You ain't going to. But anyhow, this is what's left of the blue car. There's the frame. He's wickety whacking over there on something. But right here is parts of the frame and the chassis. But there's the frame. We cut it from together to apart. But there's our clutch springs right there. Radiator tie downs. So they will work, promise you. Yep. We got to get some more tubing. I'm gonna get some 3/16 plate and put right through there. I was gonna put some 2-inch square tubing, but it won't work right. So we're gonna do some 3/16. I'm gonna measure it out, make sure I get the right width, but it'll be 3/16 and it'll probably come up to the top edge of that frame rail right there. And lay it right on top of that. We'll make sure it's flat and then weld it right along top and on the bottom. Weld it on the back side. We'll box all that in. And that will be a piece to weld to. We'll finish boxing this in. And those brackets are in the stock location. It's just, that's where the other chassis had the brackets welded onto the frame, I should say. Yep, no denying what color it started as. It used to be a blue. It's I don't know. We're kicking around. We're probably, when we get it all put back together, we're probably going to paint it silver. So we could go back blue, but I think silver. Blue might be cheaper. I don't know. We'll see. But silver would be would look really good. I do Michael Thomas. I do some Michael Thomas Motorsports 24. Yep, we do some. I used to be into it a whole lot more than I am right now, but sounds like NASCAR's got a big conglomerate of stuff going on right now with lawsuits and all kind of stuff going on. I guess Richard Childers is suing NASCAR for, I guess, was it defamation or something of character or something, because they called him a harsh name and said that he needed tuck out behind the woodshed and flogged. So that's a pretty derogatory statement. So being flogged is pretty bad. It's whipped as bad as they did Jesus when they whipped him. That's pretty bad. But anyway, we try to watch a little NASCAR. Hopefully next year it'll be a little bit better. They've changed up the commentary from what it used to be. I'm not saying, I miss the old commentaries with with the old guys, Benny Parsons and all of them guys. But I mean, we ain't getting that back. They're gone on, and Buddy Baker and all them. They made some of the best commentary that you could ever had, and but now they've got two guys that sound identical, and you don't know who's talking and who's saying what. One of them is Dale Jr. and the other is the other guy, and you don't know which is which. They sound identical, so they need distinct voices in their sound booth. Is my thoughts. I've been to a few cup races. Took my 72 Valiant to Watkins Glen twice, 7 or 8 years ago. Had a blast. Boy, I bet it was. I race legend cars in South Carolina. Well, that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. You ever raced there at Charlotte, I guess? When they had the legends there on the pit road? I've watched it done. You know, they had when I say legends race, I mean legends. I'm not talking about legend cars. I'm talking about they brought Benny Parsons out. They brought, he said, not yet, haven't been to Charlotte, but I will in January. Pretty cool. But I remember when they brought the legends out, the legends, not the cars, and Benny Parsons, Cale Yarborough, David Pearson, Richard Petty, Buddy Baker. They had all them guys come back and raced some modern cup cars on that little track that the legends run on there at Charlotte. And that was pretty entertaining, I'll guarantee you. But I'm pretty sure Cale Yarborough won that race, but I'm not sure. I'd have to go back and look, see. But Cale Yarborough, back in the day, he was a guy I really loved to watch. He was one that would get up on that wheel and drive a car sideways through the corner. And have I seen the SRX? I've seen them on TV. I think they're all right. The cars look a little silly to me. The modified Dodge Challengers. The noses look a little goofy, and that big spoiler needs to go somewhere. That don't look like a race car to me. It looks goofy. One-Eyed Cat says, I mocked it up as a Petty 62 Valiant. Full-blown fridge magnets, covered the whole door. Magnets all still over here on the fridge. That's pretty cool. Okay, before they run roof numbers, yep. Yep, we're waiting on some tubing. He said, I'm a fan of William Byrne. Would it be 24, which would be what causes you to be a fan? I'm going to show you something here. And this is me back in 1992. Understand, that's the year, I believe it was, 92 or 93, maybe it's 94, I can't remember. Jeff Gordon came out with the number 24. But I had the number 24 before Jeff Gordon did, so people can't say that I was copying Jeff Gordon. I had a blue car and orange and yellow and gray numbers, if you can see that, before Jeff Gordon came out. So I had the number 24. So I was a fan of Jeff Gordon for about a year. It didn't take me long, and I got over that. So
now I went to the black.
well,
I mean, 'cause, you know, I mean, 'cause, you know, I mean, 'cause, you know, 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 That era.
That era of racing, yeah. Oh, yeah, I wished we had some racers back. Kyle Larson and, I believe William Byron and, what's the old boy that rode the fence? What was his name? William Chastain.
Yeah,
Ross Chastain. There's a few of them boys that'll get up on that wheel and race. But some of them are kind of pretty boys for the camera. Yes, sir, the wall rider is Ross Chastain. Yeah, he got up on that wheel and drove at that time. Now, I'm not saying he's that way all the time, but there's a few of them that'll get up on that wheel and drive, but there's some of them that are looking for an opportunity to get in front of that camera. I'm not saying their names, but one of them drives a 23 car. So he looks for every opportunity to get in front of that camera, and every once in a while he'll give a good interview. Most of the time he says something stupid or acts stupid. So it's like at one time at Martinsville, he was acting like he was suffering from heat exhaustion. He was sitting there talking to everybody until they put a camera in his face, and as soon as the camera shined on him and he seen the light on, he rolled his eyes up in his head and fell off of the bench. But he didn't do that until he saw the camera was on him, and the same way when he was being toted off in a golf cart, he was sitting there talking to him until he seen a camera, and when he seen the camera, he acted like he was going to fall out of the golf cart. So that guy is fake to all get out. Denny Hamlin is Mark Martin of the day. Well, probably because he hadn't won a championship, I guess, or has he won a championship? He almost won that championship, but he lost it because of the stinking points setup. I never had liked that deal.
That's what Mark Martin's fighting right now.
Yeah, if they would go back to the way it was, where the first race of the year is when your points start, and you gather points. Yeah, I know what you mean there, Mike. But the way it should be, in my opinion, you gather points every race. Every lap you gain points. Every time wherever position you are at halftime. Or not halftime, but halfway. Take these stinking stage points out, stage racing out. Go back to a 500-mile race. Let them run it out. If fuel mileage comes involved in it, hey, that's part of the race. That's part of the race. That's part of endurance, isn't it?
That's you and the crew chief.
You and the crew chief and the team, making sure they get enough fuel in the car. All this crap, and I'm saying it, all this crap about, we don't like running fuel mileage races and this and that. Well, go run a drag race. That way you ain't got to worry about fuel mileage, So, Hot Rod Guy Garage just dropped by to see what cool stuff you're messing with today. Steve Phelps needs to go. I probably agree with you. I think I agree with you. They need somebody in there that knows about racing instead of marketing, and have somebody else in the marketing department and let him handle racing that knows how to do it. But this is what we're doing there, Hot Rod Guy Garage, Russ. We are cutting a race car into pieces. I see Hippie Miller's in there. You know, that could be a a plus for NASCAR if they would let a retired driver come in to be president or at least race director. So yep. Stephen Paul said, "Evening all. Glad to have you in here."
I'm getting over here fire feeding.
He's attending a fire. We got a cold front come in, and it is sleeting outside and raining and all that. It's supposed to have been out of here by 8 o'clock, but guess what? It ain't. So he's sitting up there just about got that fire in his lap. That's how close he is. So I can tell you what I'm fixing to do. Was the frame a G-body? Yes, sir. A G-body frame. We call them metrics in dirt cars. Drag racers call them G-bodies, but dirt track racers call them metrics. So, yep, we have got it. This is a good way to tell the difference. See them two ribs down that frame rail? That's a quick way of telling the G-body frame. Let me show you something over here. This is a Chevelle frame over here. See the difference? See how smooth that is? That's the difference in a Chevelle frame and a G-body frame. So that's a quick reference. No, we don't have a potbelly stove. We have an old wood circulator. I think it's an old Ashley wood circulator. We've got the top off of it at the moment, as you can see. We've got the top off of it. The top is right over there with some stuff on it. But as you can see right here, it gets hot. We got some far in there. We say, that's how we say it in Arkansas, that's far. We got a pile of wood. We went and gathered up some scrap lumber today for some kindling, some fire starter. There's a brand new houses being built down here. I can throw a rock nearly and hit them, and they got all this old scrap lumber laying out there to get thrown away. And I said, hey, I'm gonna get some of that. So, needless to say, we got some of it. Works really good. All this paper is eventually gonna get burned. I use it and I rip it up and I start fires with it. That pile's a lot smaller than it was. So, yeah, them's good stoves. Good stoves. I'm finna go over here, get me a cup of that coffee. Get me some coffee. Ain't no donuts. Let's see. Set this somewhere here. Let's see it. See if that's got Matthew in there. See if you can see what he's doing. What's he building over there? Spoiler sides? Let me get a box out the way where we might be able to see. That's it. Yeah, I need to see what he's doing. I'm gonna get some there. Oh, hey. Hey, you have that on the other, that Terry pie, what do you want? Oh,
Will that be good for our physique?
our physique will be a lacking. I might take this, set it on top of that wood stove. Don't know that I necessarily need to. Put that other donut, throw it on that stove.
I'm gonna get half of it, and that's using that other half. You would? No, I would, half of it would be good enough for me.
Go right there and set this on the wood stove.
And get
A hot cherry pie. I need too hot here just a minute. Let me put this,
it won't take it long.
let me get this lid set on here. That might help. Let that, oh, one we was looking for.
There you go, Matthew.
All right, thank you.
Michael Thomas wants to know, what do you think about Tony Stewart and when he was racing?
I like Tony Stewart. Tony Stewart was a man on the wheel. I like seeing people get up on the wheel. I don't like seeing guys just want to be in front of the camera. I want to see racers. If I'm going to watch NASCAR, I want to watch racers. I don't want to watch guys get out there and patty cake. Who?
If you know, said he could walk in NASCAR when Dale died.
That was hard to, watch after that, but I watched a while longer. When all the old crew left, like Mark Martin and Dale died, then you had Dale Jarrett retire, and then you had, Rusty Wallace leave, and, basically all the old crew like that were gone. It was hard to keep watching. I didn't like Kyle Busch. He was too much of a crybaby. Now, if he'd have got out there and raced and drove like he does, I mean, he drove fast, drove hard. The problem was he cried about it. Somebody bumped him. He wouldn't talk to the cameras. He'd turn his head up. They'd say something to him. He had a smart aleck answer. He wouldn't talk to them right. He was trying to be the bad boy in NASCAR, but he just made himself out to be a jerk.
One of the cats said his wife won truck tickets to Richmond years ago. He said, "Boy, Tony Stewart first one."
Yeah.
Michael Thomas, I don't know who you are hanging up today.
Got hot, you know. Who my man is today? I don't really know. I hadn't watched enough of it to know. I know who's not, put it that way. I like anybody, like I say, that'll get up on that wheel. I don't care who's driving, who's racing. That'll get up on that wheel and not be scared to drive it. Now Kyle Larson, he's that way. I think, Chase Elliott's pretty good. Dave Blaney is all right. Dale Blaney, whatever his name is, the Blaney boy, Ryan Blaney. I don't know. I don't have too many favorites.
One I can't say, Kenny Parsons did a meet and greet up the road a bunch of years back. Low key, we talked more about dedication and racing. Was it free?
I like Benny Parson. Benny Parson made NASCAR what it was in the announcer's booth.
Michael Thomas says Kyle Larson is literally everywhere when it comes to dirt racing.
Yeah. Yep. Set this up right over here where I can sit down for a minute. Yep. See if we can get our camera going again over here. Not a camera, but a TV monitor. Sit down and eat a snack. See if I can work on this a minute.
Where a reading phone hits off the money.
Yeah, I had to read comments off of Doug's phone. For whatever reason, it's not showing up on the TV monitor.
Yep, Kyle Larson is a wheel man.
Ain't no doubt, Kyle will put it in there. I think he's slowed down some. I think he's realized he don't have to make a name for himself now. He's already got a name, but I think Kyle Larson, an all-around hard racer, you have to put him in the mix. Big one in right there. You know, battery pack. Be nice to have. Guys, coffee. Anybody like coffee?
One I test says snack. He said, I'm working on leftover barbecue ribs right now.
I'm eating an old cherry pie, one of the little small personal cherry pies. Hey, we got our comments back. Yeah, he was rocket fast starting the 25 season, but then he started to fall off a bit. Still won the championship though, yeah. He wouldn't have won the championship if they'd have had the point system like they should have, instead of this stupid playoff situation. NASCAR ain't ball. NASCAR, you go out there and you run a race and you're getting points. And at the end of that season, however many people has accumulated enough points at the end to be at the top should win it. The way it is, if you win a race during a certain time of year, you can just park your car and don't even go back and race till the end of the year, till the last race or the last few races, and then, hey, win and you're in, you know, type deal. That ain't championship caliber for NASCAR. There's a guy online that does Winston points format for races today in the Winston format. Larson still won. Oh, okay. I was thinking they said that Christopher Bell would have won it, but I think they must have misfigured on point.
I wonder whatever happened to our French boy.
The last I heard, he wasn't either wasn't doing no good or he passed away.
Really?
Yeah, it's cancer.
Do you remember when they had a Bristol Blackfoot?
Yes, sir. Our old buddy won the very first one back in 2000, 2001, whenever they had the very first one. A lot of people don't know they did. But yep, old buddy, one of our dirt modified buddies won the modified portion. And then the Dale McDowell won the late model. And he was in the Shaw car, pretty sure. And then I can't remember who won sprint cars. I wasn't that interested in sprint cars. But they had dirt modifieds, and I like the IMCA, UMP style modifieds. They were called open modifieds back then. And had them and had World Outlaw late models and sprint cars. Nice seeing you this. Hey, see you later there, One-Eyed Cat. Appreciate you jumping in. Every chance you get. Yep. Yeah, I've heard about Ram coming back. Kind of be interested. Yep, Dodge coming back with trucks. I guess they'll be running the Hemi. That's one reason why I think Dodge got out of it, because they was coming out with that Hemi and NASCAR wasn't wanting to let them run it. One of the reasons why. Oh me, well, wish we had some tubing. Worked on that joke a little bit. There's an all-star seat for one of Ram's trucks. There's also a rumor Tony Stewart might be in that truck, but we will see. Yeah, you just never know. I'll tell you the best one I've probably ever seen in a Busch Grand National, which is, what's that called, Xfinity Series? I can't keep up with them. They change the names about every other year in them. But best one that ever was in the seat of one of them cars was Mark Martin. He was very dominant in the Busch Series, especially the V6 days. When they ran V6s and The cars looked identical basically to the Cup cars. But they had that V6 engine in them. Boy, they could fly, take them things in there.
On the phone says that Tennessee is no longer a sponsor for them, but you know, O'Reilly Auto.
O'Reilly Auto Parts, well, that's what I'm saying, they change names about every other year. Did you ever get the parts for the valve surface machine? No, I didn't. It is a 3/8 18 diamond tip cutting shaft and stone surfacer shaft. It's them things are about the cheapest one I could find was $40, and it's hard for me to spend $40 on a boat. 3/8 18 bolt that's that long with a knurled head but a diamond tip on it. It's just hard for me to spend $40 on one. That's the cheapest one. So I have seen them. You go to Goodson's, head machine equipment, Goodson's, some of them were $110 for one bolt for one of them. I said, no, we ain't doing that. Ain't doing that. But it's got to be a diamond tip to surface or face that rock, so that if we get that back right, we'll be able to get back in business and grinding valves and seats. But I'm kind of in a stuck place on that right now. Probably going to have to take them heads to the head shop and have them just finish them up, put them together. Be another $250, 300. But they'll be done right. I want to get into dirt racing, but I have to learn to race without a spotter. Hey, pull them plugs out of your ears and go race. That's how you learn to race without a spotter. You race and you listen for them other cars. And you learn how to race your own race. So it's not hard to do. If you're used to somebody telling you where to go, then yeah, it's or where somebody else is at. You just have to. It won't take you long to learn it. I can promise you that. Just bail off in there and get it.
Dirt cars don't have mirrors either.
Yeah, we don't have mirrors.
So you just learn to listen and hear what's around you.
Yeah.
Because the guy behind you is watching the front of his car, just like you're watching the front of your car.
I've always said spotters is a crutch. Not saying that it's wrong. If I could have a spotter, I'd love to have a spotter in dirt racing. But it's basically a crutch, and it takes, the problem is that guy, you can use that spotter to block the guy behind you and not allow him to set up a pass on you when it's not fair to him. So it's to me it'd be fair for him to be able to pull a trick on you, and with no mirrors, no spotters, and you go in there and you listen for that guy behind you, and which which we've got earpieces in, but it's to listen to the tower. When they'll holler at us, let us know when there's a caution. They'll holler at us and let us know where to line up after a caution, all of that. But, yeah, a wreck or whatever, when you're going green or whatever. But but that's it. I mean, it's not there to tell you, hey, one's coming in below you, block him. One's coming around by outside of you, block him. You know, I don't go for that. So. But, yeah, you just gotta learn how to race without them. Go get you an old pure stock and head to a dirt track somewhere out there and just start testing it. Go have you some fun with it first. I would say go get you a little front wheel drive car to do it, cause it'd be cheaper, but I don't know that it's any cheaper. Cause some of them guys are spending some big money on them cars, them little front wheel drives. And it's supposed to be a beginner's class. So, you know, that's how it is though in anything. You give somebody an inch, they'll take a mile. I'd say get you an old Monte Carlo, something like that, a G-body car, and go, just go get you some of it. Load up and go down there to Gaffney sometime with a car, Gaffney, South Carolina, and, just go down there and get you a lap full of that dirt. I'll guarantee you, you'll either like it or hate it, one of the two right off the bat. Make sure you put plenty of tear-offs on them. Pull them, because you will be using them. Gaffney's known for throwing the water to the track. Missing the stop soccer stud. Missing the rocker stud. This thing's missing a lot.
I just saw something too. We're gonna have to get a set of headers for them too.
Yeah, I used to have a set, so.
Should go two headers, or should go four headers.
Yeah, the high ports.
Wonder if you can get them fit something else. I mean,
Oh, yeah, you can get high port headers for anything. These are just your GM fast burn heads. Basically, your original, early set. So I've heard of iRacing, have you heard of iRacing? I used to practice, but never liked it because I couldn't feel the car. Exactly, that's why I don't do it. I've done a little bit on the computer way back. When I say way back, I mean way back when we had, the old desktop computer, and you could put a racing program in with a CD, a CD drive. You put it in there and it'd upload, and you could sit there and race, different NASCAR tracks. And got one for dirt racing. You could go to dirt racing, now you could go in and change the setup a little bit. And, there was all kind of things you could do to them. It made it interesting, but, I never had a steering wheel. I was working it off of the little buttons. You'd have to just tap the button, let off the buttons, and hit these buttons for the brakes and stuff like that. It just wasn't real, you know. I done a bunch of that for a little while. got tired of it pretty quick. These things flow a lot better than a stock head. Well, I'm gonna head out for the night. It's been nice chatting. Hey, hit that subscribe button if you hadn't already. And, we usually in here on Monday nights and sometimes Thursday nights live. And, we usually have a video or two out every week. And, so a few shorts here and there. So jump in there and hit that like button, subscribe button, and every time you see a video of us, hit that like button if you don't mind. And I think they got a hype thing down there now that you can hit. And if I don't know if mine's set up that way or not, but you can hit that hype. It sure does help. So, but I sure appreciate you there, Michael Thomas. I'm gonna tell you, I got a son-in-law by the name of Michael Thomas. That's why I thought he was talking to me for a minute.
And we went to school with Michael Thomas.
Yeah, we went to school with a Michael Thomas. So, yep, I sure appreciate it, but that's pretty cool. My son-in-law is, named Michael Thomas. He's all the way up in, Massachusetts. I appreciate that. I'm sitting here looking, I'm this boat, I think, we've used that one for a long time, building motors.
You get down and use it again.
Used it.
See you later.
Appreciate you jumping in. Had RC Industries go and pick us up another rear end. They're gonna bring it when he brings the car, or it comes and gets the truck. Doing a little swapping on what, they're gonna owe me. Another Grand National floater with hubs and axles, it's 28 spline axles, but he got up there and got it, got a lot of good video footage of the trip and getting it and all that stuff, and he said on the way back, an owl flew out of the bushes and busted his radiator out and poked a hole in his radiator. He said, I said, I tell you what. So. That's just about my luck.
Yeah, that's about mine too.
I told him we probably had to take a little bit more off that price of that truck for his troubles. He said he had a wrecker coming, so. I said, man, I'm alive. Not towing radiator. It tore one of the tubes, plumb in tube on the radiator. He said the grill was the best looking part on the truck. I said, well, I ain't that.
Was it in the Chevy or
Mm-hmm.
the Dodge?
The Chevy? Yep. I hate that for him. Oh, me. I believe it's still there. I can hear it cooking. Oh, me. What you got going, anything? About to get them built. About to get a spoiler built, or have to get some more aluminum for that. Yeah. That'll work.
Sleeting or snowing.
Yep. Probably raining. Yep. Well, we've been on here an hour and 16 minutes. Let me see what I can do over here. Who all's in there? I see 22's in there, but ain't nobody saying nothing. If you're watching, hit that like button. Double tap the screen. Say hi. I got 22 watching. Surely somebody can say hi. So, let's take that cut off, Will. And cut and crack it off. Spring clips, and then weld them back on. I see somebody said hi. Who said hi? Let me get my glasses on here. Milton Robinson. Glad to have you. Running out of blade width.
Jonathan Lawson said, hey guys,
How's Jonathan doing tonight? Ran out of blade width. Did that other big blade get cut? Huh?
I ain't done anything with it, I don't know.
This water is not wet here for a morning. Oh, what's done with it? Oh, man, right there. Got some sleet hitting the roof. Anybody else getting sleet and freezing rain? Yes, sir, we're getting sleet and freezing rain right now. I don't know if you can hear it on camera, but it's a hitting the roof. Put the old death wheel on, as they call them. I don't necessarily like them for being so big, but boy, they work so much better for cutting stuff when you really need it. Move that. Just about that much. I know it pulled on. Get this out of the way before I hurt it. Excuse me. One fell, I've got them both cut off, and I have lost one of them. That's one. Oh, it's underneath the rim. Yeah, let me go back, change this out to a grinding blade instead of cutting blade. I'll be right back.
John from Austin said they got some in Knoxville, Tennessee this Saturday night, but it's just raining now. Tonight.
Yeah. Well. Well,
Well, said it's just good and cold.
good and cold. Okay. If I can get some cookies with. Be right back. Again. that. Oh.
Is that more coffee being made?
That means you want to drink more coffee, Doug. Just thought you was about done. It'll be close enough. Out of line a little bit. Nobody knows better. We're gonna tell them. Nobody gonna tell anybody the difference, is it? As long as you're on there. I ain't gonna tell nobody if you don't. You gonna tell anybody, Doug?
I'm not saying a word. About what?
Exactly. Exactly. That's the best way to keep it.
Hey, some things like that.
Yep, just keep it. Just keep it that way. Let me find my. Yeah, I know. Bend it. Hold it. Man, take a gutter and cut it. Tough. Yeah. Oh, well, I got to cut it somehow. I can't cut it with these. Okay. You think, how in the world is that gonna work? It's gonna work. Okay. Now, just watch. That joker is tight. As soon as we get this other one made, right here somewhere. That was right here. No, right here it is. Okay. 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 About halfway of that. You know, take that, hook it, pull it, hook it. Like that. Okay, clamp that. Okay. Okay. Just a little bit right there. Now, you cannot pull that up. That one can a little bit, but that's this side. You can't pull that side up. It's on there. Hers asleep. That will not come off. I got that in the office. I didn't get it straight. That's what I was saying a while ago. Ain't nobody gonna tell anybody, is it? It ain't straight. I welded it on the wrong spot. I was looking at this bar. I wasn't thinking. Same way over there. Hey, just pull an end board. It'll work. Radiator's not going nowhere. We'll come in here and put a rivet in that. That'll hold it. Put a rivet over there. Rivet. Radiator's mounted again. Now we need to get a thermostat housing that points the other way. So that's the only thing. This is a double pass radiator, and so that's that. All right. Milton Robertson says good and cold. Yep, it's good and cold. For whatever reason, we can't get the traffic in here like we've been getting. But that's all right. We're working on spoiler mounts. You can see. Spoiler will be on here. So yep. Well, I think we're going to get off of here. Right now, we've been on here hour and 40 minutes right at it. So we appreciate everybody jumping in. All of a sudden, we get double the amount. That's about the time I say that. But anyhow, we're going to get around. We've been working, trying to get some stuff done. And as you can see, this car is torn to pieces. But it'll be back together soon, it will, soon. As soon as we can get some plate, I'll try to get that this week if possible. If any way possible, I'm gonna try to go one day this week and get some plate and maybe some more tubing and all of that, and be able to put their frame rails and everything back in here like it's supposed to be. Rebuild this car. So, we appreciate you there, Milton. And we're gonna get around and get off of here. We may piddle around a little while longer. I don't know how much longer we're gonna be out here. But we got a little bit done tonight. We got a radiator mount finished up. We got a chainsaw, part of a chainsaw going. Ain't much of one. We worked on that a little while. Right there. Yeah, I need a plastic cup under that because it's dripping bad. Cut off a water jug or something. So cut off one of them. Take one of them water jugs over there and just cut it off, set it under it. This stinking thing, look at that. Leaking oil everywhere. But,
Just turn it up on the side.
yeah, might do that. Might do that. Stop it. That oil everywhere. The outfit's gonna hate washing these racks.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna forward take them in next time.
Soak them.
Get a jug, a tub or something, put them in hot soap and water, let them soak.
Yeah.
That's
Well,
still,
that's awesome. Just take, you'll get a jug of awesome, get a little small tub or a bucket like that, and just pour a gallon of awesome in it. And, just straight awesome, just let them soak in. And, that way, they'll be, kind of degreased. At least be turned loose, you know. And then if you wanted to wash them, you get you another bucket with water, or after they soak like that, take them outside, and fill them with that water hose.
yeah.
That'll bust it loose. But anyhow, guys, we're gonna get back to doing this as soon as I can get the right equipment back. We got our bench all cluttered up again. I apologize for that. But we working on a set of heads. That goes on the next motor we're gonna be building. But yeah, there's a lot to be done. We got a 302 to build over there that I'm right in the middle of. Got a 7.3 Power Stroke right here that I would just about let somebody buy this off of me. I got that and a 95 Ford truck that it goes in. So I had a truck, but anyway, just about sell that whole mess. So anyway, gonna get around, and we appreciate everybody jumping in here at the Outfits Garage. It's been a good time, been a fun time tonight, working with everybody and talking and chatting with everybody. Had quite a few chats tonight, but we're gonna get around. It's been on here an hour and 40 minutes, so if you hadn't subscribed, hit that subscribe button for us. We're in here every Monday night. We come in at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. I don't know what time that is where you're at, but Central Standard Time at 7 p.m. every Monday. So if you get a chance, jump in here. We'd appreciate it. And every once in a while, we're in here on Wednesday nights, 7 p.m. Central Standard Time.
Thursday.
So, or what'd I say? Wednesday. Thursday nights. So we're not on Wednesday nights, we're Thursday nights sometimes. So if you can, jump in. You might just see us putting this old race car back together. But hit that subscribe button. I see 25's in there. If I could get all 25 of y'all to hit that subscribe button right now, I sure would appreciate it. So just go ahead and do that. Hit that join button on the channel. It sure would be appreciated too. But until then, until next time, this Russell here saying, God bless you, Jesus loves you, and Outfits Garage is always saying, keep a hammering.